Greetings from Houston, Texas. So I'm sitting in my hotel room and I started to think about the places that lacrosse has taken me, the cool locations I've been to, the opportunities I've had because of the sport. And I kept thinking about the Dr. Seuss rhyme, "Oh, the places you'll go," that's on like every single graduation playlist. So I thought I would make a list of the cool places I've been and would love to hear the cool places that you guys have been. This is "Oh, the places you'll go." So in terms of the farthest place I've ever traveled to play lacrosse, that would have to be London. We went to London last summer with Team USA. So to go international and cross borders and play in a different country was really, really cool, and I can't wait to go back. But after July, I'll be able to add a new location to that farther list. Poland will be the farthest I've gone to ever play lacrosse, which is awesome. I think in terms of the coolest place I've ever played, that would have to be Vail, Colorado. We had a tournament up there my junior year of high school, and that place was beautiful. It was so hard to breathe because of the altitude, but it was beautiful. We played lacrosse, we rode ATVs, we whitewater rafted. It was just a beautiful scenery, and unlike the East Coast tournaments I'd ever been to. So Vail was by far the coolest place I've ever been. The places I'd want to play, the places where I'm dreaming of going. I, for a long time, have wanted to visit Greece, travel along the islands and go bump around. So if I could incorporate lacrosse into that, that would be amazing. Or Spain. Ever since I started taking Spanish in high school, I've been sort of fascinated by that culture, and I just think it would be such a cool experience to go play lacrosse over there. In terms of countries I've played in the US, obviously, went over to England. I'll be playing in Poland this summer. And then I almost played in Canada. I was right on the edge on the American border. My family is from Buffalo, so I've played basically on the edge right at Niagara Falls, but never in Canada, so maybe one day. The closest I've ever played to my house in terms of a game is probably Western Regional, a little park right by my house in Ellicott City. That place I played all of middle school Cobra, high school M&D, high school McDonough even. I feel like we had games or tournaments there or something. So that's the closest I've ever been, or you can count my backyard. The place I play in the most, I think I have like PTSD from traveling so much for club over the years. I think we went to Jersey all the time. I think we went to Pennsylvania all the time. And of course, I probably played the most in Maryland, but I feel like other than Maryland, I lived in Jersey and in Pennsylvania growing up in terms of my summers for club tournaments. So those are probably the places I've been to more than anywhere else. Coolest place I've ever played in, like the coolest stadium I think I ever played in college was Cuse's Dome. It was hard to see in there, and it's a really unique experience, but I think just the whole dome itself was really cool. I remember taking a panorama picture and just being really really fascinated and excited to play in that arena. So I think that was like the most unique place I've ever played, and it was a lot of fun too, because Cuse games were always fun. My favorite stadium to play in, obviously Maryland's home turf. One of the girls at camp is actually a Northwestern girl, one of my co-counselors, and she asked if we liked that field. And I know everyone else hates it because AstroTurf is sort of out of style, but I think all the Maryland alums agree. We love that turf. It's so small, so quaint, feels like home, and it's so fast. The surface is so fast that it gives us just a huge advantage, and we just love it. It's home, even when you're retired like me. And last but not least, the most important arena, my favorite Final Four host. That would have to be Towson. I think that stadium is the perfect size, perfect venue for women's lacrosse. Gillette was really cool this year, but it's so big and it felt kind of empty, at least from where I was sitting. So I think in Towson, everyone felt like they were on top of you. Of course, there was a lot of Maryland fans when we won there my sophomore year, but perfect size. The fans felt on top of you, and it was just a really cool arena. So looking back on all the places I've played, all the places I want to go, there's still so much more I want to do, but so many places I've been, and that's all thanks to this sport. So I'm super appreciative of having a list even that long. So I would love to know your list. I would love to know what your favorite places to play, your favorite college arenas, where you've played the most, where you want to play. Comment below, let me know, because I think the one thing that we all have in common is that lacrosse has brought us awesome places. Oh, the places you'll go. I wish I knew more of that poem. Bye.